All right, welcome to Country Boy Tested. This is a comparison of a ladies aluminum 26-inch tire. That's a 1.9 inch wide tire on that bike right there, just to show you. Now, like I said, the Like bike is about the only one that's going to compare with the same identical height and size, and even its tires are a little bit bigger. But ladies, when you're buying an e-bike, if you're looking for something about the same size as your 26-inch, it's gonna be the Like Bike Seeker S, or one of the smaller bikes. That's a 1.9 1.9 inch tire on it by 26. So it's comparative to that's what you're used to, and that's the size. Now, here's what this 26-inch bike looks like beside a 20-inch. Okay. Hold on, let's pull it up a little bit more, get it even. All right. Hold on. Right there. That'll work. I want it kind of even so we can see. Yes. Okay. Now, that's the height difference. And see, it'll come down. I can lower that seat. But as you see, that's a 20-inch fat tire. And they are they're not far, maybe an inch. The wheel height might be an inch. Don't forget, when they say 20-inch on these fat tire bikes, they're talking about the rim size. Don't forget the fatness of that tire on both sides. And as you see, it raises that 20-inch. When you see a 20-inch bike, see how it's almost the same as your regular 26-inch. Now, we're gonna take that was a chicken, pardon me. Hey, bunny, what you doing? Okay, we're gonna put it over here next to the 26-inch Suhu. Okay, now you see the 26-inch Suhu, that's a bigger tire on there, 26 by 2.35, and it's bigger. It's way bigger. That bike is 6 inches taller. The handlebars, everything, as you see, way taller. It's longer. The wheelbase is longer. So ladies, when you're getting ready to get one of these, if you just looking at it online and you see 26-inch tires, make sure you look at this part right here too. 26 by 2.35. As you see, that difference alone, that bike is huge compared to your regular bike. Now, the reason I want you to know that is the reason I got this bike here, that Suhu, so cheap, is because it was too big for the lady, and she wrecked it. She thought it would be like this size or this size. So she was happier with the smaller bike. It was safer for her and smaller. Like I said, there was a 26-inch, but you see one looked like a kid sitting beside that other 26-inch. And that's a 20. And here's another little tip. When you're buying your bikes, make sure you kind of shop by the battery, because you really want to get the Samsung or LG UL rated batteries, and that's what these carry. And this is on sale right now on Amazon. There's a 15 amp hour 48 volt battery this size for $260 right now. I'm about to get 2 of them because this bike right here, this battery is interchangeable with this one. I can put it on either one of those. It's it goes behind, it slides behind the seat, the little post battery. It's a perfect little, especially if you're getting 2 bikes for, like, you know, you and her. You might want to make sure that you can get interchangeable batteries, and make sure you can get, you know, batteries that you can find easy and get cheap, so you don't have to be stuck going to the salesperson to buy that battery. Because if you go to the company and buy that same battery, the cheapest they had it was $390. So you can find it, and that was their 13 amp hour. They have a 15 amp hour 48 volt battery right now. This one right here, slide in on Amazon for $260. I'm getting 2 of them, and then I'm gonna use that one as the backup, because the one that was on here it wasn't any good, so I had to take it and I'm gonna get ready to get rid of it. I'm gonna rebuild it, so I'm not getting, when I say get rid of, I'm getting ready to take it apart and go do some work on it. But here's another little tip too. When you get a bike, make sure that they got they have everything that's on it. My bad language here. I'm kind of doing way too much stuff at one time. Cause you see grease got all on my tire here, because this chain guard keeps, chain guard keeps pushing in on it. It got bent when they folded the bike up and put it in like the trunk of a car. You can tell they put it on this side, because you can see where it was laid down on something here, and this is where the abuse seemed to be the most, on this side. So I'm assuming this is the side they laid it on. And yeah, it didn't have a chain guard. Your chain guard, yeah, they didn't have anything on here. And I'm looking at, even on this one, see, they put that up. That one came, this is like a $400 bike, and it's actually $350 with shipping and everything. It was like $400. But I can't believe this little cheap one here had this, and even the little Huffy has it on. They have one on it. See, they put one on there, and it saves all of that from getting bent up. But these, to me, I like, it's, if you would ask, that's a 500 watt motor on that one. So if you're comparing these, that Suhu has a 500 watt motor, and for some reason it pulls stronger than the 750 watt on the Vituvia. Now it's more torquey because the tire is smaller, but when I hit grass, it really kills the power on it in grass. It's got no pull in grass. That one with them long legs like a giraffe, she pulls right through the grass. She's good. That's a great bike. I really enjoy riding that one. And my girl fell in love with this one now. No, I'm not talking bad about it. It's got some miles on it. It's got 1,000 miles on it. But I already see it needs new front forks on it, because these have locked out, which isn't really a problem for me, because I lock the forks out a lot of the time so that I don't have too much travel. So I'm not in a rush to even worry about that. That's not a killer for me. The only thing I want to do is get the fenders on here so I can, as you can see, I rode it and it's already dirty again, because I couldn't wait. I had to put it out on the road, and you see I got the tire dirty because the chain was, but I found that out. I'm glad I did, and I got it bent back out. I hope I got it straightened out right. Everything so far, it's a good little, this is gonna be a good deal, because I got the bike for $300. I've put the tires on. The tires were $40. The tires came with some tubes, but they were some little cheap tubes, and I ended up replacing the tubes with the tubes I ordered off Amazon, which were some extra thick. If you put these on, you got the, when you go to order tubes, you might want to spend the extra like $6 and go ahead and get the extra thick rubber tubes, and they came with liners and everything. So I put those in, I slammed them out. They those are good to go right there. I like them. They perform great. Like I said, it's not an off-road bike. You can't take it off the road at all. If you hit the grass with it, it kills the power on it. I don't know why. It just takes the pull away from it. This one does great in the grass. And believe it or not, this one does great in the grass. And this one pulls. It actually, that's a 36 volt, 10 amp hour battery on that one, and it's got I'm amazed at how it pulls up the hill. This one, it did good coming up the biggest hill I've had. It came up the hill at 9 miles an hour. It never dropped below 9 miles an hour, and had I really pushed it and pedaled, I could have probably kept it up to probably 12. But I was just really wanting to see the performance it still had in it and see if the motor needs a rebuild or not. And I think it's going to eventually. It's kind of noisy, but when I was looking at the reviews on them, they were kind of noisy. That was what everyone was saying. Man, these animals are, y'all look just noisy today. What's up, bud? Yeah, so this, like I said, that's a good little tip right there. Make sure if you get kind of shop for your bike by looking at the simplicity of its battery. Because some of those in the frame batteries, you're stuck getting it from the company. And whoo, boy, let me tell you what they're going to do to you when they got you stuck in that position. You can order it from China Direct, and it'll be cheaper if you just, patient and just wait on it. It'll be way cheaper than, I mean, some of them are more than double in the price, the profit that they're making on the batteries. So make sure, like I said, this one here, this is a 13 amp hour. That's what came on it. And they have this, just a 15 amp hour, 48 volt for $260. I'm about to get 2 of them for the price I was about to spend on one, on just that one. And I just happened to buy this bike for $300, and the battery was bad. And I looked up the battery, and I said, hey, wait a minute, these have the same battery. And I pulled that one off of it and stuck it on here and was like, oh my goodness, it works. And I mean, it took off. It was just, I was like, okay, yep. So it's just the battery. The battery was bad. But what the good little blessing in that was I found the replacement battery for $260. I'm getting 2 of them. All right, y'all. That's the only little update I want to show you. Those are the little things you want to look for when buying these and getting a used one. And ladies, remember that 26 inches can be huge if it's on one of these fat tire, or the bigger the tires are. The big tires add more inches to the bike. Those are both 26 inch, and that's 26 inch. So the Like bike is what you're probably looking for if you want one like you normally have. If you get one of those big beasts, you'll probably be selling it to me for cheap. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, Country Boy. Test it.